Hello, and welcome aboard Whale Pod for another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm your Captain Whale, and in today's video, we will be clearing off the last question mark from the map. But before that, a couple things I want to point out. Mallow O the Marsh here on Laszlo's Collectopedia card, which I have already completed, is very much a both Will-O-the-Wisp joke and a marshmallow joke. It's probably a light, fluffy, maybe even a little bit sweet mushroom. Maybe even more like a truffle, where it looks more like a marshmallow.
I think I deserve a thank you, don't you?
We'll get a little extra affinity with Colony 4, just to turn that in again. But the main event here in Collectopedia cards, I mentioned this last episode. Rapapa in Colony 30 wants 7 fortune clovers. Off camera, I did farm up in that area where fortune clovers grew in the quest, and found 8 of them. They are not all roughly in that area right there on the edge of the peninsula, but they are all the way down that peninsula right up until you hit the river cutting through Ribby Flats. They also will respawn if you leave the region and then come back. Let's give Rapapa his fortune clovers, or they have a chance to respawn. The collectibles will respawn, giving a new table potentially ripe with fortune clovers. As a note, I had 0 fortune clovers before completing that quest, so it would appear completing said quest is a requirement to have fortune clovers start spawning in.
Feels nice filling all that in.
Smell of good lucky fortune in air. Rapapa's Collectopedia card complete. 150 affinity with Colony 30 and a tier amulet. Now we can look at what said tier amulet would do. Boost damage from bleed by 175%. The only bleed art I'm pretty sure we have as of current is Hidden Thorn, I want to say the name is. I know it's one of Flash Fencer's. Yeah, Hidden Thorn is our current, what I believe to be currently our only bleed art. We are still going to be going with the same class layout as last video. We are still going to have Izzard trail along with us, with Lance and Izzard doing healing duty.
That Aspar vomited something up.
What a wonderful way to start off. Izzard? Wait, did that? Okay, yeah, it did. Colony 30 is now 3-star affinity. Wow, quite a bit of the way. We must have been... I don't know why, but colony affinity doesn't seem to go up at some points, and then suddenly it'll all apply at once. I don't know what's up with that. But we have slow digestion now from Colony 30. That Aspar vommed a couple bunnet meats. Now, we have our last quest event on the map. Let's get to it.
What's around here?
Die, Zarch! Right before we hit it.
Tyon?
Yes. I'd really hoped it would turn out to be nothing. Ah, it seems someone else got here first.
That gear must be a high-rank colony.
Slay the Ouroboros where they stand!
I'd love to see you try, mate!
Okay, a little bit of a mysterious introduction to this. They are ridiculously low level, though, so we will trounce them with ease.
You're dealing with me.
A big help indeed. I'm the one you want.
What's the enemy?
Like wells within me. White alive!
Yes, Noah.
We've got them pinned down.
Ever the paragon, Mio.
I'm gathering momentum.
I know. Feeling good.
Quick! Press our advantage.
Ever the paragon, Mio.
What was that?
Pull back! I don't like our odds. They must be silver rank at least.
Your caution dulls your insights. Your crude fighting wastes almost all your potential. And you, good judgment, but you're a bad quitter. Just as I'd heard, sadly.
I knew it. Colony Iota.
I've heard about them.
I bet you have. Commander Alexandria's famed for her keen wit.
How dare you take Dame Alex's name in vain, scum!
We've committed no crimes.
I suppose you can prove that?
Well, proving a negative isn't really possible. But what you think you know isn't the whole truth.
Eat this, sucker!
Ah!
Dame Alex! Senna!
I'm so there!
Sorry to go off book on you, folks. Snuff.
That's enough. It will suffice for this little trial. You struggle for your lives in vain. Ouroboros criminals. Those lives will be mine. This I swear.
They're a bunch of morons, just as we'd heard. And rude to boot.
Indeed. But that might make for a fun reception. What you think you know is not the whole truth, huh? I do hope you'll tell.
Looks like we managed to lose them.
What in Her Majesty's ever-loving cheekbones just happened back there?
Simply put, our foes were well versed in the art of war, though their methods were inelegant, to say the least.
Inelegant, like war's ever pretty.
They're efficient at stockpiling combat rewards. That's how they managed to climb to silver rank already.
I heard they even share their supplies with other colonies. That seems kind of awesome.
Sharing supplies? Why would they do that?
It would prove beneficial in the long term, I think.
Creating debts to strengthen ties with other allied forces does open up your options, insofar as battle tactics are concerned.
And if that leads to better results in combat, you can get your hands on even more goods.
What I'm getting here is that they're trouble.
Yes, and to make matters worse, Alexandria herself announced that they will come for us again.
I bet us traitors would net them a hefty reward, huh?
So how about we turn the tables on them? Punch their lights out.
Listen to yourself, you doofus. We're talking silver here, yeah?
Well, whatever we choose to do, here's something to bear in mind. Colony Iota's commando group is made up of 4 units. Regardless of the precautions we take, we have a high chance of encountering them. We should consider our approach carefully.
Well, in that case, in terms of sheer power, they're the ones with the advantage. We should avoid a direct confrontation. If we could just dismantle those commando units, it would help lower the colony's capabilities.
And it might give us an opening to strike.
Yeah, if it comes to that.
But it basically allows us to avoid fighting as much as possible, right? I like that plan.
No objections from me either.
Personally, I'd hope we don't even meet them.
Always nice to see a new face.
Alright. We now have a whole bunch of new objectives on the map. They are...
That Aspar vomited something up.
Always nice to see a new face.
Where are they? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's start with this one up here.
You can see the great sword from here as well. Good thing we found this.
Always nice to see a new face.
We got ourselves some elite Agnians here. Ryza.
Huh. Would you believe it?
You itching to get wrecked?
Aha.
Thanks for the support.
Wait! You must know I'm not letting you through.
Just as you're getting me. Cheers, you're a gem. There you go. New colony Revolution X.
I feel strong! I'll have you up and at 'em in no
Mio, quit drawing aggro.
time more. I'll get you up in a sec. Keep going, can't you, Mia?
Make it.
No! We're supposed to protect you!
What's the run on her?
Come on!
I must atone for this disgrace. Lance! What about me? I'm the one you want. A big help indeed. We'll forge our own way. Did I make things wrong?
I'll get you up in a sec.
No good, heart.
Tile, lying down, don't
Stand
shoot.
through momentum!
I know.
Are you pissed?
Feeling good.
Let's
Do it, Tyon. How's that? Fun kicking on?
One good turn deserves another.
Okay, leveling up sure did help us out of that tight spot there.
Power stirs within me.
Razor wins! No love lost. Feel the power.
That'll be our interlink burnt out.
I'm impressed.
Moving on up.
How's that?
Heal bullet. Got all the healing you need right here.
Thanks.
Super strong. Now we can finish him.
I'll follow. Let's go.
You're dealing with me.
Cheers for that.
Eat it. No slack. Keep up the
Looks like
pressure.
someone's angry.
You might want us to... Time to win out the big gun. You ain't ready for this.
You're it, Raw. I can feel it in my bones. Eat it.
We're not going to chain attack these guys. We don't want to get even more over leveled from this.
No slack.
Information about Ryza. New topic available.
Ready to make some waves?
Next objective.
Huh.
Yeah, we're going to ignore that. That's up here. We went one tier too low. Turkin fighting Turkin.
Looks risky, but we
Shell.
I don't think we'll run into any issues.
You're dealing with me.
I'm the one you want.
Cheers, you're a gem.
Wait!
Saber
You're not
back. Quick,
I'm the one you want.
Cheers, you're a gem. I've lost the enemy.
Fusion first, everyone. Didn't get off our talent, unfortunately.
You're dealing with me.
Thanks. Violent I found my stride. I'm all for it.
I've lost the enemy.
I'm the one you want.
Like well within me. Good job, all the healing you need right here.
Perfect timing.
Shell is actually already almost down. Info acquired.
Are you pissed? I figured out. Eat it.
What a bunch of pushovers.
Valuable here.
Alright, let's zoom out again. Get a better view about where our next destinations are. One here, right by Zorza's Stonehammer. Our good fishy boy skip travel point. Because who's a good level 87 fish? You are. You've only chased me once, so you're less of a jerk than any other Marin out there. Oh, are these guys? No, they're over here. Going the wrong direction. I wish you could track individual objects like that on the map. I see them now. Level 40. Level 40, level 39, level 39, level 39. Actually fighting some stuff right at our level.
Here we go, guys.
I'll follow your lead.
I'm the one you want.
Thanks for the support.
Wait! Uppercut
No
flash.
more.
What about this?
Fusion first, everyone.
You're a gem. I've lost the enemy.
Deflected.
Give us a leg up. Hey, no.
Let's do it, Kaya. You need got it.
That's the weak point.
Momentum.
I know. Feeling good. You.
All the healing you need right here.
Thanks.
You're dealing with me.
Feel that? Oh yeah.
You want some more?
Fun.
No
Cool
slap.
down.
Slap.
Wide
Turn
range.
it around. Right. Holding up. I've lost the enemy. My power flows free.
We can do better yet.
Another notch on my belt. My best. Right?
Might want us to time to wheel out the big gun.
Agnes Skirmisher.
No slap. Superstorm.
We can do this.
Feel it in my bones.
Go here.
With strength unbroken. Are you pissed?
No, nothing.
Time for the full rally.
No love lost.
Eat it, fatal. Barrel. Deadly twister. A left before you.
That's how it is, huh? Giant cool down. Uppercut me. All yours.
My turn. Can't let had a whooping. Anytime you want. Eat it.
Okay, Philly. Just go down like a good little girl. Or a good little boy.
I can feel it in my
Thought you were the
Wide slap. Wide slash. Giant flow.
other person.
I can do an interlink whenever. What? Easy's up.
Now we're in the swing of things.
The turn deserves another. Cheers for that. I have them.
Soul
I'll keep their
fire.
attention on me. Amazing.
We'll forge
Do
our
it,
own
Kaya.
way.
Info about Philly.
What? Really?
Like I said, we are purposely avoiding chain attacks on these guys to slow the rate at which we get even more overleveled. Now, the final one lies in unknown territory. Dies Arch, because that's where all those Agnes wimps died. Ormide Camel. We are going to be trying to avoid combat as much as we can here, because these are going to be much stronger than your average trash mob we've been fighting elsewhere. This is the other side of that Elase Highway that obviously circles around the entire Fornus region, because you can also enter the Elase Highway from Singbreeze Funnel, which is where we originally entered it from, way back in episode 24. I can say way back because this is going to be episode 36 of the series. We have Dinos Rhinen. Rhinen are an enemy native to Alrest. That seems to have found its way over to Ionios. We're not going to challenge them for now. They're a little on the biggie side of things.
Hey, this one.
Worker Arachno popping out of the sand there.
One you want.
Thanks for the support.
I'll make this quick.
Smooth as always, Noah.
Keep them coming.
Hey, you barely messed anything up today. Eat Falcons. Swoop. Super
Extra.
strong.
Good job, Uni. Gyre flow. New enemy. I'm the one you want.
More Arachno in the mix.
Fatal.
Wait.
Barrage. Across the enemy.
Quick swing. Heal bullet.
Falcon, you're dealing with me. Cheers, you're a gem. How about slap?
Multi-blast.
You're dealing with me. Cheers, you're a gem. Across the enemy.
Gyre flow.
Revolution
Flash. And slash.
I'm getting in a swing of this.
Here we go. This group is not the question mark. Colony Iota. Level 42 Testudo.
Thanks for the support. Got you.
Uppercut range. Away. Heal
I've got
bullet.
advantage.
Wait.
Saber's strike.
Alright, keep them coming. You're on fire, lad. Extra. This. Well within
You're dealing with me.
a big help indeed.
Across the enemy. Do it.
Come on, Tyon.
Got all the healing you need right here. That's the weak point.
Wow, thanks.
No, you're dealing with me.
Time to get cracking.
Wide swing. Field.
Gyre flow.
Gas me momentum.
We can do better yet. I tried.
Saber's
Dark
strike.
banner.
Revolution extra. The heat's building up. Turn right. No flat. Falcon. Swoop.
No match.
Colony Iota, South Gate.
Guys, get ready to fight. I'm the one you want.
Cheers, you're a gem. You're dealing with me. Cheers, you're a gem.
Alright, keep them coming. You're on fire, lad.
Hit 'em over and over.
Good going, Uni. Wait.
Fatal. Barrage.
Extra. Gyre flow.
Revolution.
I'm the one you want.
This'll keep me going.
Wait. And Razor win.
You're dealing with me.
Big help indeed. Wait. Move. White.
Wide flat.
Advance. Cool down.
I should have done more.
Mio.
Uni's got edge.
You can keep going, Colin Mio.
Nice save, Lance.
I appreciate it. Topple.
We'll forge our own way. Heal bullet. And got all the healing you need right here. Time to win off the
Pretty
big
decent.
gun.
As a workout.
That took some effort.
A Olula, or however you say that.
Not to worry. Just stick to the plan.
Crusher.
You're dealing with me. Senna. Love to see it.
We fought one of these in the opening sequence way back at the very start of Chapter 1. This was the final boss of that battle with Colony Sigma. The dirt rank Colony Sigma, easily trounced by the copper rank Colony 9.
We can do better yet.
Let's do it, Tyon. You've got
Cool
it.
down. No love lost.
I realize my growth.
Uni has acquired the Strategos class. That's one thing I like about this. Even if we are getting some levels, we're actually getting some class experience for once. That is a big group.
Here we go.
Let's
guys.
target this guy
Follow
here.
your lead. No first holes.
Good go. Make this quick.
You're dealing with me. Thanks for the support.
I'm the one you want.
Thanks for the support.
What's stopping you, then? When did you... Wait!
Lost the enemy.
Everyone,
Do it, Tyon.
Ouroboros time.
You'll pay for that. Why?
I must atone for this disgrace.
Lost the enemy. You're dealing with me. Okay. Lost the enemy. No time for no shield.
Embarrassing.
Building up. Impact. No more.
No love lost.
You're dealing with me.
Cheers for that. Technical heal.
How's that? Razor win. Lost the enemy. You're dealing with me.
Cheers for that.
Lost the enemy.
Lance, did I push you too hard?
Things are building up.
Sometimes brute force.
Come on, guys. Ouroboros. Ouroboros. Tyon has acquired FMJ.
I've been waiting for you to say that.
What was this?
I'll keep under pressure.
We couldn't stop you.
Something so valuable here.
Yeah. Something tells me we should discuss that information at a campsite. Nowhere better than good old Benel Cave. A Benny Cave.
You know, you've got to take regular breaks.
Discuss. Information about Philly.
About that thing.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but... did anyone else find that man, Philly, kinda unlikable? Man, I get what you mean. Felt like he was laughing at me the whole time. Really, to me he seemed kinda nice. There was nothing nice about his attacks, I'll tell you that much. He did have a soft spot for did he have a soft spot for girls, or maybe he just hated guys? In any case, he was definitely playing favorites. That's it. Makes me want to send the mud a-flying. You already did send him flying. It's true, though, the guy left a stink that lingers. Well, at least now I understand. Thank you for this rare moment of male bonding. Am I being included in that, or... either way, Colony Iota's defenses should now be a little thinner. We'd best stay on our guard as we go on. Information about Shell.
This reminds me.
People say offense is the best defense, right? First time I've seen anyone try to make a rock-solid defense the basis of their whole fighting strategy. Reading our movements and keeping us in check while supporting your allies all the while. Shell really was multi-talented, wasn't she? It was a hard fight for sure. She made us pay dearly for our mistakes. And she came at us with the worst timing. I don't want to fight a healer like that again. Ever. Although as I am to admit it, the gap between our level experience and hers was a chasm. Even when we first faced off, her control of the engagement was masterful. Absolutely, we managed to turn the tables somehow, but it was close. No, it wasn't. If we didn't have our Ouroboros powers, it would have been no contest. It would have been great if they were on our side. Allies with Colony Iota, huh? No use getting down about it now. We managed to weaken them at least. Let's just be happy with that. Information about Ryza, the only tough one out of the bunch.
About that thing.
That guy Ryza, he was a challenge. Well, we scored a big win taking him down. Seems like he was one of Colony Iota's commando unit top dogs. Makes sense. He'd be a tough customer. Come on, it wasn't that bad, was it? Dude, he was built like a castle and quick on his feet, and have 2 swords at once. Let's not forget the cool, calculating intellect. It wasn't easy finding gaps in his defense. No wonder Alexandria chose him for her right-hand man. Alright, I'm not saying he was a pushover or anything, but he's down now, so can we please stop going on about him? That should have taken Colony Iota down a notch as well. You're too happy-go-lucky by half. Nah, mate, it's you that's too gloomy and by way more than half. That's the end of these discussions. Let's clean our clothes.
Here we go. Nice and clean.
Exit out of the campsite.
Would you believe it?
Forest region full.
Ready to take on the world.
It's still cleared out. Their flame clock is pretty full, which would explain why they do damage. Humanoids, still bound to the flame clock, do more damage when higher. I'm going to say more damage when higher than half and reduce when less than half. That's my theory. Colony Iota base entrance.
I'm glad we meet again, Ouroboros. So nice of you to come to us. Be assured I appreciate the kindness.
We don't really enjoy being hunted. The hunter's role is more our speed.
Our time is precious. If you insist on barring our way, we'll do what needs to be done, old compatriot or not.
No need for speeches. Now is a time for action. I do hope you came prepared.
We came more than prepared. Her reasons accepted.
The traitors will receive my judgment.
Just watch. Come on now.
Wait!
Fusion first. I checked in settings. There is indeed no setting to turn Fusion first on by default. Unfortunately.
I'm the one you want.
You're dealing with me.
Wait!
Just watch. Luminous illusion.
I'm the one you want. You're a lifesaver. I got you. Don't
Are you
give up.
okay? Look at his Lost the enemy. Are you pissed?
Okay, Noah, Mio.
Very sorry. Everyone.
I'll come to your
Almost.
Wait!
Tyon, it's time.
Just watch.
They're sparking me yet. I got you. Don't give up. Eat this!
No time on my watch. No escape.
There!
Reversal. Just watch. Are you
Deactivate.
showtime? I'm still okay.
I'll have you up and at 'em in no time.
I've lost the enemy. You're dealing with me. Thanks for the support. Time then had a whooping.
Let's turn up the
It's just Alexandria left now.
more where that came from. There! Wait! I'll
You're
show
dealing
you.
with me.
Time to get
Here we go,
cracking.
man. Go on. Give me your best shot now. Luminous illusion. You're in for it now.
There!
I'll let you heal.
More where that came from.
Reconsider. Just watch. How about this?
Overheated.
What's something special for you? Insolence. No escape. Sidewinder.
I'll show you.
I'll show you where your place is. Insolence.
You won't get away. Let me give you a taste.
Reversal. Edge.
I got you.
Now!
Losing.
We were going to do a chain attack there, but my talent art kept me from getting one off. Sad.
Phew. Made it through that somehow.
How many times are we going to have to do this?
I was just about to say that.
A consul!
Manners, cur, that is Master E to you. I put a lot of effort into developing this drama, and now it's all wasted. Breaking her spirit, then fashioning her in my own image. She ought to have been my masterpiece.
What's the pilot going on about?
Alexandria, my cherished game piece. You should have made it much farther.
Who are you calling a piece? Neither her nor us will ever be what you want us to be.
Oh, of course you will. And of course you will. After all, that's just your role. Very well. I think it's time for a quick rerun. No use for all of these imbecilic side characters.
Return to your seats for Act 2. Carnage! The curtains are about to rise!
Headphone warning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! This is what I've been craving from these quests! Not that the others haven't been good, but yeah! Mobius fight! This battle theme! You should be good to turn your headphone volume back up now.
Quit being an idiot. Stay back.
We'll get you back on your feet.
Back into the sea with you!
Give it up.
Let's do it, Kyle. Gonna knock you into next week.
There's spark in me yet. I got it. Don't give up. Blast 'em!
I'll end it here.
There's spark in me yet. I'll have you up and at 'em in no time.
Okay. Hang in there. I'll heal you. Look, the heat's building up.
Let me give you a taste.
It's a shame that missed. That talent art deals extra damage specifically to Mobius.
I got it. Don't give up.
How about this?
Don't get up.
Stargate.
Prepare your comeback.
Impossible! Already not your existence!
Just watch.
I got you. Time to win the big gun. You ain't ready for this. I'm the one you want.
Thanks for the support. I'll end it here.
Blast 'em! Give it up.
I'll end it here. How about this?
Alright, Tyon. We're needed on the front lines.
Yeah, let's do this. I got you. Don't give up.
Done more. Mimi!
Let's actually cancel the interlink.
What the? You can keep going, can't you, Mia?
Can't stay on the ground all day.
Give it up.
Come on now. I can still do this. Are you okay?
I'll show you. Sorry, I wasn't doing my job. Not letting you stay down.
I must atone for this disgrace.
Are you pissed?
The contaminants.
Fun's only just starting, lady.
Impossible!
No
I'll
escape.
show you.
Let's do it, Tyon.
I got you.
Got it.
Senna, hold on.
Come on now. I'm trying to lead you up. Here we go, Lance. I'm pulling out more. I'm right here. How about this?
More where that came from.
You're in for it now. No escape.
Dumb.
Come on now.
You won't get away.
No escape. Just one.
More with this. Well within I got you. Don't give up.
Come on now.
Impossible!
You're in for it. Let's do it, Tyon. Gotta kill you now. Sorry. Done more. Got you covered.
Eat this.
You can keep going, can't you, Mia?
Nice save, Lance. I appreciate it.
I'll make you pay!
Everyone. You're in for it now.
Eat this.
Carry on. I've lost the enemy.
I'll come to your aid. I got you.
Here we go. Senna! Senna, wake up!
Don't push you too hard.
No escape! Let's do it, Tyon! Union's got everything! Everyone!
I'll get you up in a sec.
I'll make you rub me down. We'll get you back on your feet.
Not letting you stay down.
Thanks for the help.
Lost the enemy! God, what is happening?
Don't take it lying down. You won't get away.
Alright, Izzard.
Fun's only just starting, Uni.
Thanks a bunch.
I need you, Mia.
You guys,
Senna.
just one!
Let's do this.
Smash you in!
This should be our plan of attack.
I just thought of a great idea! Yippee!
Let's see what Izzard's chain attack effect is. Other than being a 40, guarantees a Bravo rating when hero completes an order. Ooh, that's a good one. So we are going to go...
I'll start us off.
Start us off there, Mio. Lands.
I'll follow your lead.
Here I go.
Bravo.
For good measure. Just one!
Reactivating Uni and himself.
Observe my stress.
Alright, coming right up.
Tyrant Wave.
Allow me!
I'm with you. Here I go.
We can go all night.
Reactivation.
This one comes to mind.
We do have an Ouroboros order,
Naturally.
but we're gonna go for him first.
I'll start us off.
I'll follow your lead.
Point max. This also guarantees us both overkill and the Bravo.
Special measures.
Hit them where they least expect. Leave it to uni.
All right. I'll lead.
Right, Noah?
Now follow your lead.
Point limit reached. Mio. Amazing there.
Bring it home.
No Ouroboros order. Still an insane chain.
Oh, yeah. The applause are so rapturous.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, more or less.
For now, but all this fighting really takes its toll on you.
Oh, really? That's not how it looked from where I was standing. It was impressive the way you beat him. And a big help, too.
Wait, what's she saying?
Dame Alex! I'm putting my foot down. Only boring run-of-the-mill plans from now on. This one gave me anxiety.
I said I was sorry. Don't cry.
So it all went down according to your calculations?
Our goal was the defeat of the consul and to be released from his control. Though it was a long acquaintance we had, at least until we uncovered that lie of his.
What was he lying about?
It's a long story. But anyway, making an enemy of the consul would have been a big gamble for us too. So to weigh the risk, we had to figure out just how strong you lot actually were.
So you used your friends and colony as bait. You thought if we were strong enough to deal with you all, we could stand up to the consul too.
You seem bitter about it.
But there must have been another way. Dispatch a scouting party or...
Oh, come on. We'd all reach homecoming before we got anywhere like that.
Sure, but see how much it cost you. It's not worth the sacrifices.
There is no victory without sacrifice. If you fight according to those musty old textbooks, you'll always be too slow. You're an old-fashioned man, aren't you, Tyon?
What?
Dame Alex, I don't think they'll respond well to that line of exposition. Only Ouroboros can destroy our flame clock. Shouldn't we consider asking for their help instead of riling them up like this?
I'm not riling up anyone. Just some gentle teasing among friends.
Dame Alex doesn't actually believe the ends justify the means. You'll understand if you look closely at the colony and how things are here.
What do you think?
Might be good to look around before we enter into any partnerships.
What if that's exactly what she wants you to think?
Let's cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, I'd like to trust her. She was quite open with us this far.
Good grief. How did softies like you even survive this long?
Dame Alex?
I'm sorry. I admit I may have crossed a line. We'll have time to say goodbye to the old girl later. Come along. I'll show you how we fight here.
Huh. Would you believe it?
My mic was off for all that. In that case, we have all our slots unlocked. People have new classes and stuff. And headphone warning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dang, that was a good Mobius fight! We were 3 levels below him, but we still kicked his butt. Well, granted, he was pretty close to kicking our butt on multiple occasions, but dang, Ouroboros Uni is broken.
Got another one. Levinus repair parts?
We got them, but no means of transport. Usual route goes the long way round.
No, there's a colony we could route through. Those cylinders, we'll manage.
We can add 2 days. We can make it on time.
Prioritize speed. Start with light goods.
That's the list there. I'll forward it on too.
What do you know? They're really pro at that.
They're not just regular soldiers. More like they're all officers.
We're reading the flow of goods to learn of the war. It's a very flat hierarchy here, you'll find.
Using a minimum of people to achieve maximum results. That's the way we like to fight. Of all the colonies in Ionios, we're a bit extreme in the way we use the cards. Pretty special, right?
You mean the cards in the iris?
Yes. They tell us what's needed as of right now, and it's an easy and efficient tool.
But soldiers' wills and skills, on the other hand.
Feeling useful makes you confident. Confidence teaches a soldier pride. Pride binds the team, fosters productivity, and leads a colony to victory. Right?
As a result, we can invest ourselves in more research, and it takes us a step beyond.
A step beyond?
Well, I did propose them. It's quite basic.
Wait, the Collectopedia cards, you made them?
The castle folk developed them. All I did was to issue the request through the consul.
Meaning you made a deal with the castle? Surely that's not...
I didn't do it lightly. It was necessary. Doing the same as everyone around you, it's always the same outcome. Following the playbook to the letter is hardly a strategy.
And so I'm old-fashioned?
You're not mad this time?
I realized there was no ill will. We fight when we're confident. You and I think we're the same in that regard. I'm getting the impression that something must have changed you.
Thank the previous commander for that. He was a rash type, like this big one.
It winds you up, doesn't it? I get what you mean.
Oi, what the spark?
No matter what happens, you fight to keep everyone alive. And that's what makes a colony. All right, Alexandria. I understand you now.
Do you think we'll be useful?
Doesn't matter. I don't see people that way.
Oh.
Time to head back. We've unfinished business.
That's right. Time is precious.
Okay. Head to the colony Iota Ferranis. Time to say goodbye to the old girl.
So all that's left is to smash it, yeah?
Yes. That way, Colony Iota will be free.
I'll be honest, I'm not 100% on board with how you played this. I don't appreciate being manipulated.
I'm sorry about tricking you before. I really do regret it.
Yeah? What's to say you're not tricking us even now?
Insolence!
I'm sorry about Lands, but I would like to know what exactly your goal is here.
When you think about rules, you have to realize that they are closely entangled with the intentions of whoever set them. I don't suppose you'll believe me, but I just want to see what life's like outside of those confines.
No. I believe you. From everything you've told us, I can see how serious you are.
Thank you. And I'm counting on you. Let's keep it on the straight and narrow from now on.
Interesting choice of words.
Lanz?
No, it's fine. I'm sure she's got nothing else left to hide now anyway. Love?
She's still hiding stuff.
Dame Alex?
No, I've got this. I'm not as old as I might seem, so I don't quite have the authority you might think yet.
You don't... Wait. Which term are you in?
6th?
What? Shut up. You cannot be 6th term.
Hush! Not so loud.
I thought for sure we were the same term. You just have this dignity about you.
I work really hard for that, you know? Some colonies plan surprise attacks if they work out the timing of when the next generation of soldiers rolls over. And also, well, you know, reasons.
What reasons?
Dame Alex thinks she looks too young, so she likes to put on a touch of cosmetics to give her features extra character.
That was not public information.
You were just gonna leave them all guessing otherwise.
Not really what I expected.
Well, that's your fault for assuming, isn't it? Having presence is important for a commander.
This might be going over my head, but it sounds like a struggle.
For your information, the only ones who know this are my team chiefs and Chickadee. This is one secret I expect you to take with you unto homecoming.
We understand. We won't tell anyone. Here we go!
Hero quest her reasons complete. 0 bonus experience, 1520 gold, and 10 soul points.
If you have my back, I've got yours.
It's going to be either Mio or Tyon. Tyon and Mio both have one already, so it's kind of 50-50. I'm going to go Mio. Should have trusted my gut, but the fact that we literally just got Izzard caused me to guess wrong. Well, you win some, you lose some. Alexandria's class. Class and cursor, roll attacker. Damage increases with each critical hit, but beware as the damage bonus resets upon incapacitation. And the more crit hits you score, the more aggro you're likely to rack up because you're just flat out dealing more damage. And that, everyone, is where we are going to end it for this episode, Whale Pod. I have been your Captain Whale. If you like this video, leave a like and consider subbing to the channel. It costs you nothing and helps me out immensely. If you do sub to the channel, make sure to ring that notification bell to stay up to date on all my latest uploads. As always, comments are welcome down below, and do consider answering the question of the day that I may or may not post down in the comments section. It all depends on whether or not I can find something from each episode to base a question around. But with that all said, until next time, Whale Pod, I hope you are all having a fantastic day, and goodbye.